you, at least for one lifetime, that will match you better than all the others. If there is such a thing, that's the person I want to be with. And believing in it, or leaving myself truly open for it, I think it opens the door for that possibility, whereas discarding it may allow you to settle for something less than what you'd be happy with.
It really pushes you out of your comfort zone and your familiarity, and I mean, I'm always existing in there anyway, and it's very, very exciting, and you're someone that could really ground me in that way. But I'm also that one to, also, hey, such things are possible, kind of a thing. Take that, logic. Logic gets kicked in the butt. And
no, every time this bizarre thing happens to me, I call you, right? Because I'm like, am I crazy? Am I nuts? Is someone talking to me? And you always kind of give me the strength to open the door to something beyond logic. Again, balance. Just balance yourselves. Yeah. Find that perfect medium between yourself and the universe, and how you exchange, how you interact, whether you feel it's communicating back or responding to you somehow, or whether you think that you're completely alone and there's no God, there's no universe, whatever you choose.
Sad existence, though, at the same time, to live like that. I can't imagine.
Well, you can't imagine, but if you talk to an atheist and you talk to...
But how happy are those people? How fulfilled inside are they?
A lot of them live with... That's why I'm talking to the people and telling them that just find the balance within yourselves, because I'm not an atheist. I don't promote atheism, but I'm not against it either, because they have a lot of fascinating, brilliant points. I think it's like Michael Stern. I'm going to get the name for another interview, but he's just brilliant, that guy. And I don't agree with all his views, but I think whatever works for a person, where they achieve a certain type of balanced perspective on the world, will work for them. So in no way am I trying to impose the idea of soulmates on others.
Yes.
It's just a step that I chose to take because of the possibilities are just so beautiful, that I'd rather see where it leads rather than kill it before it has a chance to manifest. That's how I see it.
I agree. That's a great way to say it. That's right. No, your curiosity is piqued too much. You got to see where it's going to lead now. I think definitely different strokes for different folks. What people feel drawn to and open to, by all means, but don't close the magic door. Don't discard everything just because you can't prove it. Once you kind of explore that, you find that you end up doing almost like this Indiana Jones leap of faith kind of a thing, and you're just almost like existing in another realm where anything is possible, and it's just so exciting because you're always on your toes kind of a thing, and it just, when you think you figured it out, it changes and turns into something even more wonderful, and even more wonderful as you start to putting the pieces together of the possibilities. It just, oh my goodness, really? And it's really fun to watch happen with other people. Planting little seeds when I talk to them, and just watching it, it's like, oh, there goes that wall and that wall and stuff like that. So
you're very right. It's hard for me to have these discussions publicly, obviously, because there's so much taboo around these topics. But putting it in milder terms, I have noticed in my own life, the more magic and unknown that I invite into my life, the more happy my life becomes. My art gets happier.
Yeah.
Storytelling gets better. My creativity, everything gets better. As long as obviously you don't fall off the rocker and fly off into space.
Like that quote that we put on each other's wall. Like, my friend told me I was delusional. I almost fell off my unicorn.
I almost fell off my unicorn. How dare yeah. That's You know what I mean.
But you know me, even though I'm very much into this kind of realm and understanding of it, you know that I also have a good idea of reality and balance and semi-logical. From time to time it happens, but you know me, so I have no credibility in that way. But, I love that love is not logical, and it really challenges everything you think you know for, what you can know. and just daring people to dream, to have a crazy, crazy love that makes you come totally undone at the seams. Totally.
Absolutely. And of course, again, you don't want to idealize fairy tale thing where you're going to meet this person, you're going to be happy forever for the rest of your lives and beyond. No, they're going to be an idiot. That I can promise you, and everybody else can promise you that you're going to have moments where you're going to be an idiot, they're going to be an idiot.
Don't
think the trick is to have fun. If you see not just your future partner, or your present partner, but everybody in your life, especially those who annoy you as children, and just see a little kid stumbling, a little kid messing up, doing something that would normally just irritate you to hell, immediately your psychology changes. You wouldn't shout at a kid, you wouldn't hit a kid. Well, nobody aware or kind would do such a thing. So why are we so hard on our lovers? We are especially hard on our lovers because we have these perfect expectations of what a person should be like, and we put them within these parameters and limits, and they are no longer free to explore themselves, and to see different facets of themselves. And we constantly change. The person you meet today is not the person you're going to be with a year from now or 10 years from now, and chances are they're going to make a lot of you can call them mistakes, but I don't believe in mistakes. But they're going to do things that are going to get you to question their intelligence, probably, among other things. But let them be free, like a kid. Let them touch the fire and have fun, watching them grow and change.
Also, though, like you were saying, that we would never talk to our children that way. Well, it's the same thing for ourselves. When I hear people's self-talk and they're just constantly putting themselves down and you're not good enough kind of a thing, I say, would you ever talk to your child that way, the way you speak to yourself? No. So why is it okay for you to do that to yourself and not okay for your, for the child kind of a thing? Like you still are technically that little child, and you need to look at yourself like that little child and be that loving, forgiving, and understanding. I've got to blow my nose. I'm sorry. It's running like Niagara Falls.
Blow away, my friend.
Very attractive for everyone to see. Here we go.
The stage is yours.
I don't care.
Wicked.
Yeah. Okay, so
you said it. I think you and I had a little intimate session a few weeks ago. Trying to talk to me and my self-love patterns that are quite negative at times, and blocking me from having fruitful relationships with other people. Because when you're upset with your own self and you're hard on your own self, go away, Aunt.
That's no way to talk to an aunt.
It's in my house.
Send it love. Consult the diva of the aunts.
I sent it love. I am not killing any of them.
That's good.
We definitely need to take care of them this summer. But the way you feel about yourself, that impacts obviously the relationships you have. And if you're angry within, you're going to be angry beyond, with other people. And that's something I'm trying to fix within myself, because joy and love and meaningful exchange and authenticity and truth, these are the things that we want to exchange with one another. And that's not possible if there's any type of negative resentment or any of that inside. That we have to get rid of and allow others to process it as well within themselves. And the best way to do that is to just turn everything into humor.
I agree.
Stupid, make fun of them.
I agree. Laugh at everything and don't take anything seriously the best you can.
Take something seriously, but
well, some things. Some things. Okay.
Yeah. Take your food seriously.
Pardon?
Take your food seriously.
Yes. Yes. I forgot what I was going to say. It's gone.
It's the Aquarian rubbing off on you. You're so mellow.
Yeah, I know. I'm very surprised. I'm sure everybody will be surprised with this too. Making sure to remember to put baby Izzy inside your heart, making sure that all of you put your baby self inside your heart constantly, and particularly those times where you are really you knew you were going through a really hard time in your life, that you put that whatever age that is, that younger self within you, inside your heart, and you'll be surprised at the kind of healing and results that you'll have, like what you found doing that exercise. And
you're right on. Yeah, like there's so much wisdom in our ancient texts and mythologies, and I'm not religious in any way, but I continue to study all the religions of the world, and I probably will do so for the rest of my life, because I just find there's a lot of wisdom in all of them. And one of them is the Christian saying, to be like children. And it's such a powerful saying, because in the eyes of the universe, we are all children. I feel we're so young. We're such a young species. And God knows how young our consciousness is, you know? So I feel that truly to see the innocence inside of us, especially inside of the people that we are immediately related to or interacting with, that changes the perspective of everything, that everyone is innocent. Everyone is innocent, and every day is different, and everybody makes different choices every day. Some of them are more conscious than others are less. There are no mistakes, so why be so hard on ourselves and on each other? And I think love just takes on a whole different possibility. You know, marriages, unions, families, they are seen to a different spectrum. It's no longer man and woman coming together, or man and man, woman and woman, you know. To me, it makes no difference, because it's all spirit. Gender and sexuality are just biology, really, and maybe a little bit of psychology. So whoever you are and whoever you choose to come together with, just remember that, you know, it's also two children coming together, two magnificent spirits coming together, two infinite consciousnesses colliding into a moment and a possibility. So many things. Whatever gender you are, know that there will be a moment where you're going to have to switch genders. If you're a man with a woman, one day you're going to have to be her mother, given the moment, or you're going to have to be the adult. Another day you're going to be the one crying. She's going to have to be the mother, or the father. We are brothers and sisters to each other. We are everything. Everything. So don't see each other through your gender, through your roles, through your sexual orientation. We are so much more than that. And it's so easy to love when you remember that. So that's the kind of love that if you extract a mind or a soul and just put it into another place, on the other side of the universe, into another galaxy, into a body, or a machine that you don't even recognize, that's the kind of love that I think will survive, regardless of what vessel you occupy. As long as you're open to perceive something new and innovative, and to appreciate it and exchange with it, then I think you have love, or a possibility for love. It's so much more beyond humanity. I mean, it is galactic. It's cosmic. And that's where I begin to drool, because imagine meeting someone in human form that you do fall in love with, and now you've got the rest of eternity to see what this being is going to co-create with themselves, whether it's in the form of a man right now or a woman. What else are they capable of out in the universe or in another life, if such a thing? Maybe it's just this life. Fine, let's make the most of it. If it's just this life, it's fucking boring. I want more. But, you know, I guess I'll have to deal with it when I'm dead and no longer caring. But I like to think about the possibility of more, and finding someone, and this is not an invitation.
Good clarification. That's very important. You'd be surprised at the kind of responses you get with stuff like that.
Yeah, just seeing what other forms a person can take, and being there and witnessing it, that's just got to be awesome.
You know, Anastasia said that a lot of the planets are, there's nothing there, and they're waiting for us when we join with our beloveds to co-create worlds there and make it a world of our own. Literally. I don't know if that's an actual literally, or if that's something metaphorically, but still the idea of it, you know, creates this excitement, and the the potential and the possibilities if you were given your own world. I mean, that's why you're an illustrator and a filmmaker, right? Because you get to explore those potentials and those possibilities.